Have you ever needed to use Microsoft Office for just one project, but you really didn't want to get locked into a monthly subscription? Well, it turns out there's a pretty clever and, believe it or not, a completely official way to install the full Office suite on your PC without paying anything up front. So let's get right into it. So yeah, this is the classic problem, right? You absolutely need Word or Excel or PowerPoint, but that monthly subscription just feels like a bit too much of a commitment. And of course, downloading some sketchy, cracked software from a random website, that's a huge risk for your computer's security. It really feels like you're stuck. But what if there was a third option? A method that uses Microsoft's own tools so it's totally safe and it gets the job done without any of those shady installers. That is exactly what we're going to walk through today. Okay, let's get started with Section 1, Preparation. Before we do anything else, we have to make sure we're starting with a clean slate. So first things first, just to be super clear, this entire process uses official tools straight from Microsoft. No funny business. But for this to work properly, you absolutely need a clean slate. So your first step is to go into your control panel and completely uninstall any old, trial, or expired versions of Microsoft Office. This is crucial. It prevents any weird conflicts and gives us a fresh start. All right, Section 2, the blueprint. Now that your PC is all prepped, we can get to the really clever part. We're going to create a custom blueprint that tells Microsoft exactly which version of Office we want to install. Okay, so you're going to head over to config.office.com. On this page, you'll make a few choices. First, pick 64-bit architecture. That's standard for pretty much any modern PC. Now, here's the most important step of this whole process. Under Office Suites, you have to choose Office LTSC Professional Plus 2024 Volume License. LTSC stands for Long-Term Servicing Channel, and the volume license is what big companies use. This specific combination is the key that makes this whole thing work without an immediate subscription. After that, it's easy. Just uncheck any apps you don't need, pick your language, and then click Export. So what is this configuration.xml file that you just downloaded? Don't let the name scare you. It's basically just a text file that acts as your custom order form. It's the blueprint. It's recorded all your choices, the 2024 volume license, the specific apps you wanted, your language. This little file is going to guide the entire installation in just a minute. Section 3, the kit. So now we've got our blueprint. The next thing we need is the construction crew. That's the official tool that will read our blueprint and actually build our Office suite. Let's get our installer put together. Just open up your browser and search for the Office Deployment tool. You'll see the official Microsoft website pop right up. Go there and download it. This is the program that knows how to read our XML blueprint and grab all the right installation files directly from Microsoft servers. Okay, let's get organized. This part's easy. Just create a new folder somewhere you can find it easily, like your desktop. Call it something simple, like Office Install. Now run the deployment tool you just downloaded. It'll ask where to extract the files. Just point it to that new folder you just made. And for the final step, take that configuration.xml blueprint from earlier and move it into that exact same folder. And that's it. Your kit is complete. You should have two files sitting side by side, setup.exe and configuration.xml. All right, Section 4, Installation. This is it, the final step. Now, it does involve using the command line, but don't worry, it's just two super simple commands to tell the installer to get to work. First up, you have to open the command prompt with the right permissions. So go to your Start menu, type CMD, and when you see Command Prompt pop up, right-click on it and make sure you select Run as Administrator. This is absolutely essential, or the install just won't work. Once you've got that black window open, you need to tell it where your installation kit is. So type CD, followed by a space, and then just paste in the path to your Office install folder. That CD command just means Change Directory. As soon as you hit Enter, the command prompt will be working from right inside that folder. And now for the one command that kicks this whole thing off. You're going to type exactly what you see here, setup/configure configuration.xml, and then press Enter. This tells the setup program to wake up and use our custom blueprint as its instruction manual. The second you hit Enter, you'll see a little window pop up, and Microsoft Office will just start installing in the background. That's it. The command line did its job, and now you can just sit back and wait a few minutes for it to finish. Once it's done, you can just close the command prompt window. So, you did it. Office is installed, you can open Word, everything seems to work perfectly, but, and this is a really important but, we need to talk about the catch. You need to understand exactly what you've just done. So if you open up an app like Word and you go to File and then Account, you'll probably see a message that says Activation Required. Don't panic, this is actually supposed to happen. It's the key difference between this method and having a full-blown subscription. Let's just break down the trade-off here. Our volume license method lets you install and use the software without needing any key or login, which is awesome for temporary use. A standard subscription, on the other hand, is always activated through your account and is meant for daily long-term work. The really important point is that our method gets you in the door now, but for permanent, fully featured use, it will eventually need a proper license. So, to wrap it all up, what's the key takeaway? This official method is a fantastic tool to have in your back pocket. It's perfect for quickly getting Office for a short-term school or work project, for testing out new features in the 2024 version, or just for using the core apps without having to subscribe right away. Just always remember, it's kind of like a try-before-you-buy situation on a much bigger scale. For permanent access to all the features and all the important security updates, you will eventually need to activate it properly down the road. And that really leaves us with a fascinating question to think about. In a world where so much of the software we need is moving to a subscription model, methods like this really challenge our whole idea of access versus ownership. What does it really mean to own the tools we rely on every single day? It's something to chew on. Thanks for following along.